says Israel will cease its bombing campaign in Lebanon. The president's comments come amid a 10-day ceasefire reached between the two neighboring countries. President Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, "Israel will not be bombing Lebanon any longer. They are prohibited from doing so by the USA." The president added, quote, "Enough is enough." In the same post, President Trump said the U.S. would retrieve what he called nuclear dust from Iran. That's enriched uranium left underground following last summer's B-2 bombing of Iran's nuclear sites. The president added that any deal with Lebanon would be separate from negotiations with Tehran. In a separate post, the president said the Iran ceasefire deal is not tied in any way to Lebanon and added, "Make Lebanon great again." Israel and Lebanon are entering into a 10-day ceasefire. President Trump saying the brief pause of violence began after conversations with the Lebanese president and Israeli prime minister. NTD's Daniel Monahan has more on that, plus a possible willingness from Iran to hand over nuclear material.
Residents firing barrages of gunshots into the air to celebrate the beginning of the 10-day truce agreed on by Lebanon and Israel. Others held up victory signs as they drove into southern Lebanon. In one Lebanese city, cars honked with crowds cheering and singing. Yesterday's ceasefire announcement follows rare talks earlier this week between the countries in Washington, led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. It was the first time leaders from the neighboring countries met in person in the U.S. Capitol for 34 years. President Trump ordering top officials to work toward what he called lasting peace. Writing on Truth Social, this would be the 10th conflict he has helped resolve, and get it done. Adding, "May have been a historic day for Lebanon. Good things are happening." The State Department says Lebanon, with international support, is expected to take steps to prevent Hezbollah and other armed groups from launching attacks on Israel. On Iran-backed terror group Hezbollah, President Trump writing, "I hope Hezbollah acts nicely and well during this important period of time. It will be a great moment for them if they do. No more killing. Must finally have peace." Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the ceasefire creates an opening for a broader agreement while maintaining Israel's core demands, disarming Hezbollah and securing long-term peace.
We have an opportunity to reach a historic peace agreement with Lebanon. President Trump intends to invite me and the president of Lebanon in order to try to advance this agreement.
Meanwhile, President Trump signaling progress on a separate track, saying a second round of peace talks between the United States and Iran could take place this